Hey y'all, welcome back to Fiasco Factor, where we are playing some Satisfactory. I have done a little bit of work around here just because I thought it was necessary and would be difficult to get on camera. So I needed to upgrade power, so I threw down another biomass burner. And I've also automated fuel creation. Don't have the ability to do both kinds, but I can throw wood or leaves in here, set this thing up to do wood or leaf biomass manufacturing. Probably don't need this one. Ideally, we'd have like 2 machines. I don't want to get too invested in this little power plant concept, though, because hopefully we're going to get coal. Our goal today is going to be to try to get the space tower set up. So right here, we're doing part assembly because we need to be able to automate the manufacturing of screws. So I've gathered all the material for that.
Milestone reached.
And now we've unlocked the milestone. We've got new buildings and new parts. The new parts are, I think, the rotor and the modular frame. Yeah. So modular frame requires reinforced iron plate, and the rotor requires screws. The reinforced iron plate requires screws. So let's go check out. First of all, let's look at my parts box here. So I have enough wire to do the space elevator, and I might have enough rod. I don't know. It might be 500. But we got to figure out where to put this thing. By the way, check it out. There's like a big leviathan down there in the water. Very curious what that dude's all about. So here we've got this. We need 400 rod, 250 iron plate, 500 concrete, and 1,500 copper. Yeah, I think we've got enough stored up to build this, or will shortly. But let's go over here and take a look at the smelting setup. I went ahead and threw down a mine just so I could kind of see how it aligns here. If you recall, these guys do, they take in 1 iron ore. They take in 30 iron ore a minute. This thing generates 120 iron ore a minute. So in theory, it could support 4 smelters. The problem is getting it split. So I'm splitting it here, and then I'm splitting it again. But you can notice how thin the belt gets. So I don't know if higher performance belts are coming. I sort of suspect they are, but things aren't running full time. You can see that miner is cutting in and out. Anyway, we're putting it through 4 smelters here, and then taking it into 3 construction machines here. And of course, this is taking a while. This guy takes in 60 iron ingots a minute, if I'm reading that right, and puts out 15 iron plates a minute. So I'm feeding it 2 lines, 2 smelter lines through a merger. Doesn't look like it's doing all that great, though. It's going to take a while, I guess, to figure out the efficiencies of all this thing. This thing is doing iron rods and putting them into a crate over here, and I don't think I need any more of those at the moment, so I'm not going to grab them. I am going to grab these. This is pretty slow. And then I've got this making iron rod, and the idea was to put it into a construction, whatever you call that, assembler. We have an assembler. We would need 3 modular frames and 4 rotors to do that. We would also need a lot of cable. Let's go grab some cable from over here. I threw a cable on the end of this copper stack. So we're stacking copper wire in a storage container and then turning that into cable. But just, you know, like max 100 is going to get stored up in here for now. I'm not going to get too worried about it yet. We'll worry about copper cable production when it becomes a thing. But we're going to need a heck of a lot of, I'm not sure exactly what we've got to set up at the space elevator. Let's try to get it built and then see what we send in it. And getting it built is, boy, I don't know, man. I guess we could have a look up there and see what we would need to put in it. Why don't we grab, we needed 400 rods, I remember that. And we needed 1,500 cable. And we needed 250 of the plate. Can we build it now? I think we can. Oh, the 500 concrete. Yes, of course. And concrete is in here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I can't click it a line, but I apparently can't. Okay, we can't afford it now, it looks like. So where could it go? It could just sit down here in the tall grass, huh? That might be alright if it sits over there. We'd have to clear out a little space for it, take away some trees and things, but I'm down with that. Yeah, maybe over here. Are we gonna want to sneak through here? We might, but how's my inventory looking? A little full, but that's okay. Hopefully we can squeeze it in here. See, we've got some nuts right there. I'll go grab those. And you can't cut those down with a chainsaw, I found out. I had one that was in my way. I figured I'd cut it down. I don't know. I actually don't recall whether I got any wood out of it or not, but I presume you do. Get something out of it. Oh wow, I didn't realize we had a little fast-flowing stream over here with a waterfall and everything. Look at that. That is so cool. Is there a current? No. Okay, it doesn't pull me with it. All right, let's excise these trees. Boy, I'm a little worried about my inventory, but I guess I could build a storage box if it's an issue. Oh crap! I'm out of fuel. I put all my fuel into the machines over there, so I don't have any. Well, let's run over there. I did go ahead and get the walkway technology, so that hopefully we can build some like roads around here and move a little more quickly. Let's see how we're doing on biofuel, and I'll fill up the machines. If not, yeah, we got a bit, and then maybe I can put some stuff away. So let's put just a little bit in there. How are you doing? You got 155. You got 162. You got 162. I think these guys are going to keep going for a little bit, so let's do that. Let me clear out a little bit of my inventory. Actually, I've got a bunch of leaves. I really wish there was an easy way to change your inventory and the item in your hand. So this thing is still working on logs, so we're not going to be able to do the leaves right now. Let's build a little storage box over here. And what is that under? Organization. Let's build a little personal storage box. And I will put leaves and wood into this just to keep it out of my inventory. And let's get back over there. I think I've got enough stuff still. Let's just double check that I've got enough stuff still after building that thing. 449, 287. Yeah, okay. Got enough. So let's go take down some trees, and then we'll try to get this space elevator installed. I'd like to leave some of these trees around here. I don't want to completely nuke the planet, but we gotta have a little room. And I'd kind of like to put this thing on a foundation, but I guess I won't. I sure hope I'm not getting stiffed on wood. I go for the bigger tree, usually, hoping that maybe that'll yield more wood, but it's hard to say. We only got 34 wood out of those two very large trees. This is an area effect chainsaw, which is, I guess, pretty cool if you want to clear a lot of ground, but if what you really wanted to do was harvest wood, it may not be the best situation. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. We got that. Hopefully we can leave those two trees. Let's come over this way. I doubt I have enough to build a tower. What does it cost to build a tower? That is in organization. Yeah, it is. 5 and 5. We might be able to build one. Let me try to put it down here. And if we don't have enough stuff, I guess I can always go back in there. Can we build this now still? Yeah, we can still build it. Alright. And you know what? Let me put... Good Lord, chainsaw. I just want that chainsaw out of my hand. Okay, let's see. That's a pretty big area, really. Gonna put it right over the top of a barrel nut bush, but we have plenty of those around. Okay, so we could go in right there. And then, unfortunately, though... The inputs for it are like right there. Let me turn it around a little bit. We don't actually have to go to that console to operate it. We just need to be able to get to the input ports, which are very well situated for putting the initial stuff we need in it. I'm sure there's more that we're going to need. Okay, here goes my death, probably. Yep, okay. God, bloody. I still haven't worked out that. Okay, here comes our space hook. We'll watch it come down. This is a nice animation. I really appreciate it. I still feel like it might be simulated rather than animated, but hard to tell. These guys are scraping, making sparks. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here with this thing. Will you tell us what we need now? We need 50 rotors and 75 reinforced iron plates to do it. Okay, that's to do the first level of it. So, how much stuff do I have in my inventory now? Not a whole lot, but maybe we can build a... Yeah, here. I think we can build a constructor now. An assembler, sorry. So let's see, an assembler... Missing, oh, modular frames and rotors. Okay. Yep. Gonna have to hand make some of that stuff. I can save myself some time, though. I will save myself some time, and I will put down a craft bench over here. Let's do that. Craft bench, pretty cheap. Only 3 plate and 3 rod, and you can take it up if you want to get it back at some point. So let's see here. We need to build some... What do you need again? 3 of the rotors, 4 of the rotors, and 3 of the modular frames. Alright, so we need a bunch of screws, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how many, but let's roll down here and see. 4 rotors and 3 modular frames, was that what it was? And I need some rods for those, so let's go grab those out of here. This is probably full by now. It is. Okay, 4 rotors. And now I can't build enough modular frames because I don't have enough reinforced iron plate. Still don't have enough? It takes quite a few, doesn't it? Okay. Can I do it now? Yeah. Alright, cool. And we need, what into here for screw? We don't need anything for screws. We just need a dang assembler. What am I, or a constructor. What am I even doing? And of course I've used up my reinforced iron plate. Good thing I put a crafting bench over here, eh? Alright, so we need 3 iron reinforced plate. Let me go ahead and grab like 6. Okay, we're not going to be able to get 6 because I don't have enough iron plate. That's alright. Let's grab some of that. Let's just refill our stock of stuff over here. Yeah, iron plate's pretty slow. Alright, let's try this again. So I want this guy making screws. So a constructor that is aligned properly, and it's lined up with storage containers, but I don't really want it to be. Let me pull it back one. And let's hook this up. You are going to make screws out of rods, and I need to power it. So what's our power situation like? You have got... kind of dangerous getting through here, isn't it? I guess we can bring powered forward from that. Little tight. I should have probably spaced things out a little bit more over here. Okay, and then how are we doing on power? I think we're okay. Let's turn this on. I did have a shutdown the other night as I was doing the biofuel making over there. Okay, we're making screws. That's good. So that's a start. At least we won't have to do those manually. It's still going to be a hot minute before we get the assemblers making rotors and reinforced plate or whatever it is we had to stick in there. How are we doing over here? Okay, we're doing alright. And I think we're probably out of wood over here. We are. Let's give it our wood. That's a really weak harvest of wood, considering how much tree we removed. But what are you going to do? Okay. Let me just fill up all of these if I can. Yeah, I need to start giving a little bit more room to myself. I'm squeezing these things in pretty tight. Alright, I've got a fair bit of that. And come on, coal, because this is a pain. I like to be able to automate things, and I can't automate that. Get my side jump on there. Let's see, bacon agaric. I mean, what could be better than bacon agaric, right? That sounds pretty yum, I'm guessing. Some tasty stuff. Okay, we can make a little bit more of this. I also found another thing in here. What is this? Mycelia, used for crafting. Biomass burners and vehicles can use it for power. I have not seen that before. So what can we look at? We can analyze that mycelia. Let's do that. I don't think we need 17 of them to analyze, but we can start. So mycelia, sure, go ahead. It wanted 5, so that's cool. Let me throw that back in here. These little storage boxes are pretty handy. I hadn't used them before. Okay, what now? Let me just chuck some of this extra stuff in here. And make sure I've got enough things to work with. We'll grab a little bit of concrete back out. I'll grab some copper coil back out. It looks like we don't have any cable, so I better make some cable. Just real quick. Oh, no, God, I have 193 cable. I didn't see that. Okay, throw one of those cables in there. Now, what do we want to do? We need to make reinforced plate, and we need to make that other thing, rotors. So we'll see if we can do that. I guess I'll take this down for now. It's kind of in the way. So what we'd like to do is have them feed right into there. Why don't we do, because I don't know what the final analysis on this thing is going to look like. Why don't we do just one of these assemblers for now. And I'll just stick it right here. And we want this assembler to make, you need rods. Okay, let's have this one make reinforced iron plate, since it's by the iron plate maker. And let's give it the inputs it needs. It needs screws. So this thing is making screws. I think what we're going to do here is another constructor down here. This is rod in here. So I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a splitter. This is very, very messy, but we'll have to clean it up later. I'm looking for expediency here. I'm going to make a splitter right there. Run a belt to it for the rod, and then we're going to make more screws right here for this. So we may need more power too. A constructor, do I have enough? Okay, I have enough stuff. Maybe. Can I even squeeze that in? No, I don't think I can actually get that in there. This could turn a little bit. Let's do that. This is why everything's pointing away from you when you build it, I think. So that you can go, okay, that doesn't have clearance. Let me clear this off. Let me clear this off. And what the hell, we'll just build some foundations. If I got enough stuff to build foundations. It looks like I do. Let's put it on foundations. We'll save ourselves some time and effort. Probably by doing that. Pave the world. I don't have a lot of these, so... Okay, I've got a few more. That ought to do it for now. It's not going to look great, but it'll be a start. So this is going to be rod. We're going to split this. And I'm going to split it very near here. Let's build another tower. Oh boy. The things we do for video games. You can't... Okay. Let me get the ladder over here. Sure, I can take another fall. It was only a point of damage there. Alright, so a splitter off of there, about as close as I can get it. And then we've got plates there. We've got rods there, so we need to make some screws coming off of that. If I put the constructor making screws like right there, can he come back at all? It can. And I think the belt can make that turn. Let's see if we can hook up the belt from here. Okay, we can make that turn, and we can bring plates forward. So if we put the assembler right there, can it come closer? Maybe. And then we put that. Oh, you can't go there, huh? Alright, well, can put that there, and then encroaching another's clearance. Okay. Apparently it's driving in on that guy a little bit, so let's see if we can do it that way. We can. Can I connect this from here? Apparently not. Okay, well, we can get down there and do it. Can I connect this? I can. Alright, and then should we go ahead and set up the other thing? The rotors. No, let's go ahead and finish setting up these reinforced plates. Okay, I'm hitting the back button. Yeah! I don't know how you get attached to that ladder. I mean, sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it takes a minute to get it. Okay, we're going to connect to you like that, and we want you to make reinforced iron plate. You're going to take iron plate and screws. We want you to make screws. And then we're going to need another power pole up here. How are you doing? 2 of 4. Alright. I can bring this up here. And connect it to you and you, and hopefully not shut down the system. It might. I'm thinking we're going to trip the breaker here in a minute. Maybe not. Maybe it's okay. And we got this, my original power line is kind of running through the middle of everything. But we should be making reinforced iron plate. Pretty slowly, though, because screws. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Figure out a more efficient system later. I would just like to get into coal power, which is next after this. And can I get another foundation under here? Once you get these buildings put down on a foundation, once they're started, it seems like it's pretty easy to get the foundations to go under them. So you don't end up with any conflicts on that, at least. And then rotors. Oh boy. Let's see. I don't think I have nearly enough stuff. Let me go back here and make some reinforced iron plate. And we need another constructor, too. So I need a bunch of screws. I have got 2 reinforced plate. I don't believe I need another another constructor, actually. I believe what I need is just another assembler. I wasn't watching how many of those I made. And what am I missing from here? I'm missing reinforced iron plate. Okay. Alright, let me make some more of that. Okay, we need, I think, 3 modular frames and 4 rotors. Let's hope that's right. Okay, I think that's the thing. Now, should I climb back up the tower? Or am I going to deal? Yeah, I better climb up the tower because I really can't see what's going on from ground level. These towers are a good idea. Wish there was a mid-level one, maybe. One that wasn't quite so big. And then, I don't know, maybe you want an even bigger one. But I suppose you're just supposed to put them down and take them up as you need them. Okay, we've got rods coming out of there. We've got rods coming out of there. A constructor should be able to take both of those inputs and do something with it. Do I have any more concrete? I do not have any more concrete. Okay, well that's fine. I'm gonna steal that one. And I'm gonna steal that one. And I'm just gonna put these in there so I can put it down nice and level. Can you go in there? There we go. Alright, and production, another assembler, and yeah, good, I have enough stuff for it. So we ought to be able to roll it in like that. Now this probably will strain the power supply. I'm gonna do... Conveyor belt is too steep, floor is too steep, I'm trying to connect it to the wrong thing. And then I've got to get down to connect that other one. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Well, we got lots of barrel nuts at least. Okay, you can kind of guide yourself back onto it. I suppose that's a good thing. You need a walkway over this entire thing. Alright. From you to you. And you're gonna make rotors, right? Screws and iron rods. I don't have screws. Oh no, this is screws. And that's iron rods. Okay, perfect. So as soon as you get some power, you'll be alright. Now, what is the power situation? No, that's going to peak out. Fine. It's going to shut down. But that's alright. We'll go get it. We'll go get another burner put down. So you're going to connect over to there. Now, have you actually assembled anything? Just go check over here. Yeah, there goes the power. Okay, we put in a whopping 10 reinforced plates. That's great. So now we got to go fix power. I could probably fix power by shutting down concrete. How much concrete do I have? You know what? I could probably shut down concrete and temporarily fix power. Let's do that. I think we probably got enough concrete for a little bit. So I'll put this stuff on standby over here. We'll just check how much we've got. If I don't feel like it's enough, I think that's enough. Okay, so I'm just going to flip these on standby. And then we'll flip the breaker. Standby, and I think we can flip the breaker from here. Yeah, we can. There we go. I kind of like that. Oh, what happened? Okay, that's not going to work. Obviously, I did put you on standby, right? Huh. Well, I'm not sure. I tell you what I'll do is I'm just going to remove this power line for now, and then for sure it will not be affecting anything. I thought putting those on standby would help me out here. This should work now when we turn it back on, right? No. How much power are those constructors consuming? All right, well, let's build another burner if I can. Then a biomass burner. Maybe. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter, does it? And we can throw some of that in there and get you hooked up to, I guess, this pole. And the monkey flips the switch. Okay. Oh boy, that was a nice power spike right there. So we're only consuming 65 on average, but oh no, it goes up. There's 80 something, 72. All right. Okay, this power network is going to be interesting. I like that it does it, actually. I think it's cool that it can get overloaded like that rather than just slowing down. So how are we doing here? You're done. So I tell you, I'm going to flip you over to leaves, and that put a bunch of biomass in my inventory, but let me throw all the leaves in here. Okay, you're going to make that, right? Yeah, you're just getting it slowly. Okay, that's cool. Let me throw some more biomass into there so it doesn't run out. So we have a little bit of biomass stored up there. Do I have some? Yeah, I got some in my inventory from mucking about with that thing. I got some wood in my inventory. And let's see what we got over here. Oh, nice. Okay, we got plenty. So let's just make sure everything is fully fueled. Yeah, bit of running about to fill up these things. That is an interesting power curve. I guess the miners are shutting down intermittently. Like, I know the copper miner isn't running full time because there's only one smelter on it. Okay, there we go. We got that done a little bit. And let's go check out how we're doing over here. Not well, I imagine. I'm sure somebody who's playing this game, somebody like a Brothgar or somebody, is probably doing all kinds of ratio examining and figuring it all out, but I don't know. I'll probably get to it. You know, I'll probably figure it out at some point, but right now I just want to try to get it to work. So big problem. Rod's completely out over here because it's feeding two machines. Yeah, a bit of, I'll need to untangle this spaghetti in order to figure out what I need to do. I'll take some of this, and I suspect there's not. Are there rods backed up in here, or is this thing working full time to supply the screw machine? Looks like it's not working full time, so rods could get split, part of them into a screw machine, or maybe into two screw machines or something like that. In fact, that's probably a good idea. Two screw machines. This thing is putting them out full time. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna take those since it's backed up and cheat a little bit. Although, you have plenty of screws or what? No, you don't really. So here, have a bunch of screws. And you too. Okay. Okay, that's good. I don't think this is going to happen this episode. I just want to get the thing set up. Let's see, we can throw some of that in there. And yeah, it's going to be a little while. So let me let this run. Let me tweak it a little bit. I'll probably be doing that for a while, just tweaking it and seeing what's up. And I don't think I'm going to try to employ this other miner. I'm not going to try to add a lot of power consuming items to here until we can get into coal and investigate that. We'll take that with me. So, and I guess, no, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. It's only a few parts. But we'll get this space elevator launched, and we'll get the vehicle, which I do now know how to power and drive. And When I first built the vehicle, I got on it, and as you walk around it, it says E to enter, and then there's a couple spots, or maybe just one spot, where it says E to open workbench. So it's got a portable workbench on it. But the workbench is also where you add fuel. So I was sort of staring at it for a couple of minutes, like, where do you put fuel? And standing on it while I tried to steer it, but it wouldn't move. So you just have to go back to the workbench area and open that in order to add the fuel. Had me mystified for a couple minutes, but not that hard. I mean, I think the interface in this game is fairly intuitive. There's a few things, like at first I wasn't real sure about how this hub upgrade system worked. Just because when you click on a thing, are we down? Yeah, okay. You click on a thing here, and I guess this looks like a button, but I didn't see it as a button. I thought it was telling me to select a milestone, so I thought these were the milestones or something, so I was trying to click on them. Couldn't quite figure it out. And then at one point, I, for some reason, thought this was the recipe, but obviously it says milestone cost there. So, but I do like knowing that now you click on it and lock it in. Do we want jump pads? I haven't played with those. Conveyor walls and object scanner nuts I can probably deal without for now. Yeah, I think the main thing is getting that space elevator unlocked, and that is just a matter of letting this dang thing run for a little while and collect up the resources it wants, and then come back in. And why is it so dirty around here? I'm sorry, I got totally distracted. Was it always this dirty, or is it getting dirtier? I feel like it's getting dirtier. That's very strange, and it's a very strange thing to worry about. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so we're going to get this thing going, and I'll see you guys next time around. Thanks for joining me for Satisfactory. See you soon. Bye.